Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on a new episode of Crafting with Class. Today, I have the Diamond Press shopping bag pop-up card to share with you. This is the card that I'll be sharing with you today, and as you can see, it creates this pop-up shopping bag where you can put in a gift card and it'll pop up when you open the card, and it's three-dimensional and awesome. So this is the die set when you purchase. It comes with stamps and these dies, and all these you will need to create the shopping bag. It also comes with two large stamp sets that creates very nice backgrounds, like these two here, and then you have some sentiments, and these are all occasion. You also get this really cool stripes as well. So nice little set. The stamps are a nice size, of course. So I've cut out the pieces already. So I've cut out two. This is the main shopping bag panel, and that's that die there. And then you need two of the side panels. So that makes up the bag. Then you have two handles, and you can also use twine instead. And then you have two that you'll need for the tissue paper inside, and you can use actual tissue paper, but I'm using gold foil cardstock. So as always, I like to begin by creasing on all the fold lines. Now, the dies do create the folds or the creases for you, but they're a little bit hard to see because of the paper I'm using. This is Anna Griffin animal print paper, which is beautiful, and it's flocked, so it feels amazing as well. But it is a little tricky to find those lines. So I'm going ahead and scoring on all of the creases, and so you have two at the bottom that you need for the bag, the main body of the bag itself. So there's one and there's two there, and then you have two for, or one for the flaps. So I'm kind of looking to see how the middle part assembles, and so I see how that makes sense. And then for the side panels, you have one score on either end and then right in the middle for the gusset. So you'll create kind of like a Y in the middle, like an upside down Y. So the side, the middle, and then you have like a Y, just like that. And I know it's very hard to see because of the paper I'm using, but when you do it, you will totally see what I mean. All right, so now I have all my pieces folded and ready to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and start assembling. So I'm going to begin by attaching the handles, but I would wait because you'll see that I left them a little too long. So I actually, even though this is how I started, this is actually, if I did it again, this is how I would end the assembly. So leave the handles for last, and I'll tell you why as we move along. So all you need to do with the handles is just add a little bit of glue under those circle holes, I should say, and then just thread your handles through. So easy peasy to put those handles into your bag. But again, just wait for the last step. All right, so now that those are in there, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, it's a little crooked, so I'm just going to, oh, and I forgot to add the little tag. So make sure you add the little tag before you adhere that very last one. So luckily the glue hadn't completely set, so I could just remove it and then reattach it and then add my little tag. And the tag does come with this die set. And so I stamped the sentiment of happy birthday on that. So now I'm going to go ahead and attach the side pieces. So all you need to do is put the glue on the tab and then attach that to the sides, just making sure you line up those side panels of the main shopping bag. So that's easy. And then you're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other side. So I'm just making sure that's lined up and then attaching the other side there. So put more glue, and of course you can use whatever glue you like. So you can use tape runner or wet glue as I am, but because this is flocked paper, I want to make sure that it adheres well, so that's why I'm using the wet glue. Okay, so next I'm going to attach the gift card. So it makes like a built-in gift card holder in the middle, and so this serves those two purposes. So just put glue on the tabs as you see. So you have one on the left, one on the right, and those attach on the inside to create the holder. And so, as I said, it serves two purposes, and that is to hold a gift card, but it also pops it up. So when the recipient opens the card, the little gift card will pop up. So it's kind of neat that way. It's like a little magic trick. So I use the gift card just to make sure that my pocket isn't too tight or too loose. And so you can adjust as needed. So finally, we're going to go ahead and attach the last side. So I'm going to add some glue to the last tab left, and then I'm going to attach it to the main shopping bag. And that assembles a shopping bag. So really, it's pretty easy. All right, so the inside is where you'll see the pop-up mechanism. And I just love how this feels with that flocking. So here's where the gift card's going to go. So you can see that when the card is closed, it's kind of suck in the gift card like this, and then when it opens, it pushes it out. So it's really cool. All right, so there's the little shopping bag all done. So now you have this piece I've cut in half, because as you can see, my gold foil cardstock is not double-sided. So I went ahead and cut it in half, and then I'm just going to go ahead and glue these two pieces together. So I am going to use just some tape adhesive, and then I'm just going to layer them together. So you can use them this way or just fold them in half, because that's what the directions said, just to fold these in half. But when I did that, then you could see the brown on the other side, and so I decided to cut them and layer them. Either way you do it, you're going to get the same look. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So I'm going to add a strip of tape to the bottom, and then I'm going to adhere the other layer on top. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and attach some tape or some glue to the bottom of this tissue, and you're going to attach this to the front of your gift bag or your little shopping bag. So I'm just checking to see how far down I want to put this. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So on the back, you're going to also be able to see this little paper sticking out. So again, you can use actual tissue paper or any kind of paper you want. Okay, so there is that shopping bag, and I love it, so cute. Now I die cut this little monogram E. This is one of Anna Griffin's alphabet dies, and I thought it would be perfect. It would make this bag even more elegant looking. And so I'm going to add a little dots of adhesive of wet glue to the back, and then I'm just going to place it right on the middle of the bag. And just like that. And I think that monogram is just so elegant. I'm going to go ahead and attach the tag just because I didn't want it to flip around and cover up the monogram. So I just put a little glue behind that. And I think I got a little bit of glue there, but the nice thing with the glue is that if you rub it, then it'll come right off. Right, so there is that. I think it looks super cute. Now, because this is a pop-up, you're going to want to decorate the inside of your card. And so I have die cut some layers to put on the inside of the card. And this card is an A2, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now this piece is going to go on the front, and then these pieces are going to go on the inside, because of course the big thing is going to be on the inside, so you want to make that pretty as well all around it. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue and glue in the top panel and then glue in the bottom panel. And I like to make sure that I leave just a little bit of room in that middle crease so that the pop-up opens up nicely and it doesn't get all bunched up when you close the card. Okay, so I will attach that bottom piece, and again, just leaving a little bit of space in that middle score or fold line. I think I missed a spot there. Okay, so there's what the inside would look like, and there's the outside. So now I can attach my gift card. So this is how it goes. So I am lining it up with the inside, and when I close it, I realize it's a little bit sticking out. Arr! So it's okay though, because I realized if I just fold in the handles just a tiny tad, then they become short enough so that they're not sticking out. So thankfully that was a very easy fix. So this is why I would recommend you go ahead and wait and attach um, the handles at this point so that you know exactly how big to make them or measure them, before when you have the card base. So I'm just adding a little bit of glue just to secure those folds, but really you cannot even tell that, that was a thing that I had to do. All right, so thankfully that was a save. So just when you're making yours, just be cognizant that those handles are not too high up that they're sticking out of the card, because then you're not going to be able to fit it into a regular A2 envelope. So now I'm just adding some tape adhesive to the front and the backs at the bottom. And this is, I believe, 1/2 inch tape. So I'm securing it at the bottom, making sure it's making very good contact with this specialty paper. And then all you need to do is line it up in the middle of your card, just like that, and then pick it up with either side of the card base. So I'm just checking, double checking. I'm going to go ahead and remove the liner, align it with the middle of the card, making sure that it is not going past that fold line, or yes, the middle of the card, and then pressing that down so it can pick it up on the other side. And there's the shopping bag. I want to say gift bag, but still could be both. And there it is. I think it's so, so cute. And then you put your gift card in there, and then when you open it, the gift card actually pops up a little bit. Super cute. All right, so now all that is left is to decorate. All right, so I have cut out some different elements that I want to add to the front of my card. And so I wanted to add a frame, so I just took a scrap piece, is literally a scrap from the paper that I have. And again, this paper is ancient. It's super old. So anytime you see me use paper, just know it is not available because I've been using the paper that I've been hoarding. And so some of this paper is like a decade old or more. I know, so bad, but I'm using it. So I have this element that I want to add to anchor all the elements to on the front. So I'm going to add some glue to that and then place it onto the middle in that frame. Okay, so I'm just making sure everything's making good contact with the card base there. All right, so next I want to add that decorative layer to the middle. And then I took and I die cut these rectangles and these little bows to make little presents. So I'm just going to attach the little gold ribbon or gold bows so that it looks like a present, using little scraps of the shopping bag paper that I used. So kind of give you a little peek of what may be inside there. And so I put foam adhesive behind these and then put them onto the front, kind of at an angle, and then adjusted them. So when I put my flower element there, it'll look nice. I'm going to add the first part of the greeting, which is in Spanish, Feliz cumpleaños. And so I'm trying to see if that looks kind of how I want it. And so it will bridge right across those two presents. So I'm putting some glue on either end. just like that. And I like how it bridges those two presents. And then I'm going to add the tittle for the eye, which is the little dot. So there is that. So I'm applying that little eye dot. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach the second part of the sentiment of cumpleaños. And I'll put that at the bottom part. And then I want to attach the tilde, or tilde as it's called, over the ñ. So as my students call it, the squiggle, the squiggle over the N. All right, so there's the card front. And then when she opens the card, then she will see the gift card. Now, just to decorate a little bit in the front, I'm taking this little gold flourish just to add a little something, and then my signature card. So this is a sticker, so I'm just going to peel the backing and then attach it to the bottom right. And so I'm kind of deciding, should I have it at an angle? I'm like, meh, I'll just put it straight. So there we go. And that is it. I think I am calling it done. So here is the final card, the front, and when you open it, then you have the little gift card that will pop up, and look at it, is super cute on all sides. So this one is definitely a 360 experience. Super cute. And yeah, it was pretty easy to put together. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you give it a try, especially if you purchase this die. I can definitely see myself using it for all kinds of different birthdays and weddings and things like that where I want to give a gift card. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I will see you soon with another video. Until next time, bye.